Hi, I'm Johnny, and here are 5 tips to instantly improve your videography game. It doesn't matter if you're shooting from your smartphone, your compact camera, or your DSLR cameras. I believe these 5 tips can really help you save so much of your time doing your own research and learning from tutorials. So here we go, guys. Tip number 1, lighting. Lighting is the most important thing in videography. If you don't have light, you can't see anything. And if you're shooting at night without any lighting source, everything becomes grainy and it's just not nice. If you're just a regular person like me, you don't own any professional studio lights, you can just use natural sunlight like what I'm doing right now. What you can do is just go to a window. Lights from the window provides natural, soft, diffused looking lights that makes you look so good. If you're filming outdoors, the best time to film is golden hour. You can download different kinds of apps from the App Store or Android Play Store that shows you golden hours in different locations that can really help you out. In the case that you can't find any external lighting source, you have to create your own light. You can find tons of different cheap lighting solutions from eBay or Amazon, something like this one. And other times, you just have to be creative and improvise your own lighting solution. You can just create your own DIY softbox from lights you bought from IKEA. Or you can just put a tissue over your lamp to create a nice soft light to your face. That's tip number 1. Now for tip number 2, it's all about the angles. So you have to shoot wide and tight. What do I mean by that? Whenever you film a subject, always shoot a wide angle to establish your shot, the context, and show the environment what's surrounding the subject. And you have to shoot tight in order to film emotion of the person, what the person is doing, the details you want to show to your audience. When filming tight shots, close-up shots of a person, there's another tip where I found very useful is holding your camera around your chest level or your waist level, but slightly tilting the camera up. Shooting from this angle will make your subject look more important, more significant in a way. Shooting this way also provides a cleaner shot where you don't shoot any junk or anything you don't want the audience to see on the ground. Tip number 3, framing. Framing is very important in videography. Before you start filming, just take 10 seconds to look around. Look at your surroundings. Find different objects, lines, buildings, poles, or drawings on the wall to frame your subject. Framing in your subject naturally draw your audience's attention to the subject. Framing is very simple, so make sure to take your time and frame your subject. And while we are on the topic of framing, you can use foreground to frame your subjects. Which brings us to tip number 4, using foreground. To create foreground, you simply film with something right in front of your lens, or you could shoot through something. Foreground is super important because it creates a feeling of depth in your image, sort of like making a 2D image become 3D. I sometimes use foreground to create an element of mystery and surprise for my audience. This can be easily achieved by slowly panning your camera from behind a wall or behind any kind of objects and slowly revealing your subject or scene. It's sort of like opening up the curtains to a magic show. You don't know what to expect. And finally, tip number 5, using slow motion. Everything looks good in slow-mo. Imagine this: if a pretty girl or guy walking down the streets and he captures your attention, but you only have 1 second to look at him or her, and the moment passed by too quickly. And now using slow motion, you can lengthen that period to like 5 or 6 seconds. That is extremely cool. That's what slow motion does. Slowing down your video also stabilizes your video. It removes more jitters or shakiness from your video. And those are my 5 quick tips to instantly up your videography game. I hope that these tips can help you create awesome videos.